All right, folks. Coach Simmons here. We're going to go ahead and get this out the way. Give me a like, share, and subscribe, please. This one is going to be as neutral as I possibly can be about the subject. Um, we all know what happened recently. We know our Briles was hired and then either fired or let go from Grambling. And yes, I will admit, I did put videos out. I put one out saying Grambling hired our Briles. Then I put that one out saying, who did they really hire? Then the one I put out stating the letter that was received from the Hugh Jackson Foundation stating that Hugh Jackson was defending hiring our Briles. A day later, the one that had the football alumni wanted our Briles to rescind his resignation and come back. That was 6 days ago. I tried to stay off of the subject as possible, long as possible. But because what's going on now, the people aren't picking up on, I have to get out there and let them know what exactly is actually going on. People in the big media, I'm saying like Fox Sports, USA Today, ESPN, CNN Sports, whatever, have decided at first they're going to shit all over Grambling for hiring our Briles because of what our Briles did in the past. But now, once their wish is gotten and they realize I was getting clicks and I was getting views off of it, you know what time it is, right? Yeah. The big thing now, you can go to 365 Sports, Baylor channel, and you can watch that boring ass interview with Jason Whitlock. You can check on Fox Sports Net on Marcellus Wiley, Sam Ocho. You check on ESPN. The narrative has changed. It's no longer about the 51 women who were assaulted, molested, threatened, beat up, or just plain disrespected. It's no longer about the Branch Davidians, no longer about the basketball player who killed his teammate and hit the body over a drug deal. It's no longer about Waco. The narrative now is point blank period. It's about if Art Briles was black, would any of this happen? Are you shitting me, people? No. This is what the narrative is. And they're phrasing it in such a way, if you're not into politics, you won't understand it. I'm going to give you a history lesson on politics. And tell me, how does this sound? 2016 election, Donald Trump kept telling Hillary, but your husband was getting blowjobs. Your husband did this. Your husband did that. Your husband had all these affairs. People start saying, yeah, your husband ain't shit. And Bill really ain't shit. But he was running against Hillary. That's the Art Briles thing. The city and the school really are crap. But Art Briles was not part of it. He just helped cover it up. And how are they using this narrative? They're using the narrative because of John Simon, the guy who was accused of a Title IX sexual assault at Memphis, left Memphis, went to Grambling, and now is their new unofficial OC. Okay, people, there are two huge problems with this. One is an accusation. This is still America. So you know the whole thing, innocent till proven guilty. So we have to let the man go through the system, right? And if he is guilty, bye-bye. You're out. You can't teach young men how to respect young women or treat young women if you don't know how to do it yourself. It's just that simple. And to say that they are equal is like comparing a buffet to a drive-through window. Simon got it once and left. Art Briles sat down there and watched the shit be served to him. But that's not the whole argument I'm going to make here. Remember, I'm trying to remain neutral, people. I told you I'm going to try. But for all my Grambling fans, all my true SWAC fans, hell, all the true HBCU fans, they are disrespecting us. First, let's dispel this whole if he was black thing. I'll give you 15 names. You ready? Dino Babers, James Franklin, David Shaw, Willie Taggart, Herm Edwards, Mel Tucker, Mike Loxley, Thomas Hammock, Jay Nervell, Carl Durrell, Charles Huff, Stan Drayden, Tony Elliott, Marcus Freeman. 132 FBS schools, 14 black coaches. So to use the whole thing of if Art Briles was black, would this have happened? Hell no. First of all, if Art Briles was black, his black ass would have stayed in Stephenville, Texas. He wouldn't have got the Baylor job. Because remember, Mike Singletary was there before. That was the first black head coach in the Big 12. There's only been one since. Well, two. But when he go down to it, the first time any strike happens, they gone. If John Simon gets convicted, he's gone, and you will never hear that man's name again. But that's not even the problem. What I'm saying, we got to stand up. They are completely disrespecting Grambling's history. 15 national championships. The historic black hole. That was the hole to begin with. They are disrespecting everything HBCUs have generated. They tried the same crap last year with Abdul McClain at Jackson State. But the problem was the thing he was accused of happened at USC. Right now, they are basically saying Grambling would not be anything without Art Briles. That's basically what they're saying. Forget your 15 championships. Forget Eddie Robinson. Forget anything the SWAC has done. Forget your players. If Art Briles is not there to save you, what are you? That is what they are saying. That's the narrative. They won't come out and say it, but their smiling ass will tell you without telling you. The man had an interview with Jason Whitlock, a fellow Chiefs fan. The man was point blank asked, what's the difference between you and John Simon? Why do you think the pressure was out to get you fired? He smiled and said, I don't know. People, The time is up. No longer can HBCU keep getting disrespected nationally. They tried for years. They tried by saying, HBCUs are all black schools. No, they're not. Go to any HBCU, especially in Texas. Our Mexican brothers and sisters are there strong. You go to the ones on the East Coast, the Howards, the Delaware States, the Indian, Iranian population is strong. Go to the ones in Florida, Dominican Republic, the Puerto Ricans are there strong. HBCUs are not only black. They were made by black people to help train and teach black people. But they're using Art Briles as a freaking herring to put the foot on the neck of HBCUs. Because every PWI school enrollment is down. Attendance for games, down. Viewership of games on TV, down. Only things going up are HBCUs. And they have been waiting for something to use to hold over your neck and say, see, you're still nothing. I swear to God, I was watching the 365 Sports Show, which is the Baylor Sports Network show. And I was waiting for them to say, boy. Came up there and basically disrespected Hugh Jackson the whole time. Said, well, the offense last year for Grambling was towards the bottom, and without Art Briles, I don't see it getting any better. Is Hugh Jackson not there? Is Hugh Jackson not the quote-unquote quarterback whisperer? The Carson Palmers, the Matt Leinarts, the Baker Mayfield. But seriously, man, they're questioning your credibility. They're questioning your play call ability. They're questioning you. They're saying basically Art Briles hired Hugh Jackson. Art Briles is here to save the swag. Eddie Robinson would jump out of his grave and bitch slap the whole community if he heard this. Stand up for what you fought for. I'm Coach Simmons, and I'm done for the day.